My name is Karim. I originally grew up in London, England. I'm 32 years old. It was nice finally to stumble upon the Authentic Man program simply because it was something that seemed a lot more mature, a lot more grounded, and something that, the kind of relating with women that I wanted to get involved in. I didn't want to play games, I didn't want to dress up, with an eye patch and a furry hat. I thought it would be more useful to be able to learn how to talk to a woman authentically. I grew up in a private school just full of boys, and my peers were a bunch of prepubescent, testosterone-fueled young men. And so I learned about how to interact with women from them. And so I grew up believing that a real man is the guy who can sleep with the most women. If someone had come and explained to me as a 20-year-old man, that there is a way to relate to women that is so much more deeper and so much more profound, that would have blew my world apart. Just having these subjects talked about in a way that seemed, it was just normalizing a subject that sometimes I personally would shy away from. I guess the insights I got from watching the DVD was that there is more to sex than just the experiences that I had. Sex has always been something that I never really learned from someone else. You kind of just have partners, you do the best you can with each partner, and sometimes you're more adventurous with different people. But it was kind of nice to see that, it's something that you can sit down and you can actually consciously learn how to improve your skills and how to improve your relationship with your partner. Make it more of a meditative experience rather than some kind of primal animal, energetic experience. It could be something that was slowed down to the point where you could really begin to feel the sensations of the other person. To be honest with you, the moment I heard her start having pleasure from what I was doing, I got very excited. And so what I did was I focused in on the action itself and the repetitive nature of the action itself, and just kept going. And then I felt a kind of surge of sexual energy within myself, but it wasn't enough for me to just get distracted. It just made the practice itself feel really, really good. And I started to notice her body move. There's some gentle waves of her stomach. She started making more noise. And I tried to stay in sync with the noises and the movements that she was making. At that one particular moment, I realized that I wasn't thinking about anything else other than the job at hand. And for someone like me, that's very difficult. So I feel like the focus was just there, and it felt beautiful. And again, because I wasn't the one being gratified, I guess I found it surprisingly gratifying. My experience of the program was that it challenged me, and it made me realize that there is a deeper level of communication available to us as men, and that will improve our own relationships with women. The experience of having done it makes me feel like I can do so much more as a result. I see this experience improving my relationships, my sexual relationships with women in the future, because when have I ever been allowed the opportunity to slow things down to the point where I get instruction on how to please the woman? And my experience of it thus far isn't a massive amount of experience, but it's already helped me push my boundaries and move out of my comfort zone, and I feel liberated from having done the practice, and I feel like there's so much more available to me now, and it's so much more possible for me to go out and explore those things, because essentially I've overcome the first hurdle by doing this practice.